Hey, Lewis, what's your gym ick?
I've got a couple here.
That's a bit more icky than the one that I just said.
Okay. So I'll start light as well.
Wait, is this camera recording?
So people, or when someone has used a machine, right, a plate loaded machine, and has only taken off, or say for instance you just finished up leg press or something, the incline,
Yeah.
and you've loaded up with 8 plates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they've got all those signs around the gym that are like, if you're strong enough to lift it, you're strong enough to put it back.
Yeah, that's true.
Put it back, right? But the thing that triggers me is when they give up halfway through putting it back, and there'll be like just like 3 random plates left on it, and it's just sort of, it's more of a case of like, I'd rather you leave all 8 plates on the machine than have just stopped half. Like, why did you stop like halfway through pulling it off? Or like they'll leave 1 or 2 plates on, and it's just like you've just managed to pull off like 4 plates on each side, and then you'll just be like, no.
Okay.
Just give up.
I don't really mind if someone leaves like 1 plate.
I suppose
on
because
each
it's. I guess you
side.
could see it as a common courtesy thing.
But then again, whenever I try and make sure I never leave any plates on at all.
Yeah.
But I don't get mad at people that leave like 1 plate on.
Yeah.
But I always think to myself, like, what if like an old person wants to use the leg press and there's like there's a 20 kilo on each side. Like, they're hella old. Like, they're probably only going to leg press the machine.
Yeah.
So I always like try and think like, oh, maybe an old person's going to use this after me. So like, I'll take all the weights off.
What? Do you actually think that?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Because
kind
not
of you
everyone
guys.
just like, someone might be like recovering from an injury or something.
True.
And it's like they can't lift as heavy as they normally do.
Yeah.
They just want to lift like the weight of the machine or something. Like, how annoying would it be to unrack other people's weight?
That's what I mean. Like, if people will give up halfway through putting it away, and it's just like,
Literally.
like, why? Like, what caused you to just go, I can't be fucked? Like, I know it can be. It's a pain in the ass, but it's part of being in a gym is to put it back.
I feel like my ick was ickier than your ick.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Grace wins that round.
Okay, I have another one.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been like personally victimized by this a couple times.
Oh God, listen to you.
So it's like when like you're walking around the gym and you walk past someone and you just make eye contact and like I'll smile at them and they'll just like look at me and not smile at all and just keep walking.
Yeah, that one does suck.
That's just like really awkward.
Yeah, that is pretty shit.
So like, yeah, so I'll just be like walking and I'll like look at someone and we like clearly like make eye contact for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And I'll like smile and then they'll just not respond and I'm just like, oh my God.
It's especially
like I'm such a loser.
Especially when you're made the effort
I know.
to do it and they just like, yeah, it's just a bit, it's just more awkward. It's like one of those moments when you wave at someone and they don't notice and you've got to try and like
Play it off.
You go,
Yeah, literally. Oh
like,
my
just
God.
like run your hand through your hair or something, or just like, oh, yeah.
That's like similar to another ick that I've got written down.
That's almost on the same level as like fucking up a handshake.
When you see someone, wave and you think it's for you, so you wave, but they're not looking at you.
You know how we avoid that? Everyone just give each other a hug at the gym, I reckon. Just come up and just hug someone. Don't wave or smile or anything. Just come up and just hug. Yeah,
Ooh.
a good hug.
What's your next ick?
Oh, I think you might win it again. That was actually a good one. But
I have a few good ones.
all right, I'll do this one is annoying. This one irks me. It's so annoying. It's on the topic of weights again.
Okay.
So people people who put the wrong weighted dumbbell in the like wrong spot.
Oh yeah.
So you know how like the dumbbells will go up in ascending order or something.
Yep.
But someone will have grabbed one. And then someone will have grabbed one of the like say someone grabbed let's just say an 18 and someone grabbed like a 20. I reckon it's kind of harder to tell just by looking. And when you're going to like, and especially if that's like your top set, you're not really like, you just know that that's where the weight sits. You're just going and grabbing it. You're not looking at the number and like whatever.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, it'd be like when someone's put an 18 where the 20 is supposed to be and the 20 where the 18. So two dumbbells are different weights, you just know that that's where they are, and you can't tell just by looking that they're different weights. You go and grab it, you pick it up, and then you sit down with it, and then if you don't realize before your set starts, you start, and then you realize at the end or partway through your set that something doesn't feel right. You look, and then it's just two fucking different weights. It's happened before. And even it annoys me when I'm going to put my weights back and someone's put the wrong dumbbell in the slot where my two dumbbells have gone.
Annoying.
And I'm just like, fuck's sake. Because then I've got to clean up the gym because I'm not going to go put an 18 back where like a 10 lives or something, you know, like it's just.
That happened to me literally yesterday.
It's really annoying. It's really annoying. Especially if you're the victim that falls to it when you're like at the end of your set and you go, that felt weird on one arm and not on the other. And then you look and you go, oh, it's because it's two different fucking weights.
I actually haven't ever like commenced my lift with two different weights.
See, you could, but even then, it's annoying to have just gone up. Especially if it's a heavy weight, sit down with them, trying to prepare for the set. Then you look and you go, oh, fuck's sake, it's not even, and then you might have to go looking for it. It's just a dick around. It's annoying. It is really annoying.
That is annoying. Yeah. That is a bit icky.
I
have a few more.
No, I'm saying.
I have a fair few.
Yeah,
more.
I have heaps. I'm saying what one was more icky? What do you reckon?
Producer Nick.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
Grace's will say is a good. That was more icky because it's a general ick. That could be in like public and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll say We'll say
true,
Grace's
that's
again.
True.
We'll say Grace's.
Oh, I have heaps more.
All right, go again.
Okay, I don't know what one to do.
My next two are a bit more like personal.
Okay. This next one. Okay, I'm going to do this one.
Mm-hmm.
This actually really shits me off when I haven't seen it happen in real life, but I've seen videos of it.
Yeah.
And I get heaps heated about it.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon it's an ick when someone gets angry at their spotter.
Yeah.
Like they ask someone to spot them.
Yeah.
And then the spotter won't do something right. Like they'll help or something.
Yeah.
And the person like blames the spotter.
Yeah. Joey Swole.
It's like you have to explain to the spotter
exactly
how
what
you
you
want
want.
them to spot.
It's very particular.
Like don't blame them if you haven't explained it.
Yeah. It's like when you bench, it's like there's certain things that certain people like differently. You might not want to lift off. And the spotter might just think you might want to lift off, or maybe you want to lift off and the spotter doesn't. And then, like you need to know, like you need to tell someone, because some people struggle, can get might really want to go push to failure and really try and get the last rep. But some other people might be just, maybe something happened and they didn't realize. So it's just, it is about, I guess, more communicating with that person. It's communicating regardless of if they're experienced or not. Have they ever spotted someone? Because all you have to do is tell the person, essentially. You just you can just tell anyone. It doesn't matter if it's the first day in the gym or their 1,000th day in the gym. Like, it's just, you've got to tell them regardless. So, and at the end of the day, they're cutting time out of their workout to help you as well. So
don't do that.
That is a valid one. I will say that. That's a pretty good ick.
Okay.
Grace is coming up with really good icks that I feel like she hasn't experienced.
But I haven't experienced.
When have you gotten a spotter?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
but
true.
I'm just saying,
True.
I said that I've seen like videos.
Yeah, true.
And they like really, really grinds my gears.
That is true. Joey Swole, shout out.
All right, what's your next ick?
All right, I'll leave one to the end because it's more of a personal one. All right. So people who ask how many sets you've got left, but they are like really impatient when asking, or like really irritated. And if you offer even to work in, they will just go like, nah. And I get working in isn't for everyone, but like, I don't see the biggest issue in it.
Or when someone asks how many sets you have left, and then they just stand there and like watch you, like they just wait for you to be done.
Yeah. That's
it's like, oh my God, like, can you go away?
Yes. That happened literally. That literally happened